Have you ever asked God for direction and got nothing but silence? You beg for clarity, you wait for answers, but all you get is stillness. But what if the Holy Spirit has been guiding you and you just didn't recognize it? Could you be missing the very signs God is sending? Most people think the Holy Spirit speaks through thunder, dreams, or some loud miracle. But more often, it's subtle, quiet, and deeply personal. Today we're diving into 5 signs the Holy Spirit might already be guiding you, even if it doesn't feel like it. And stick around till the end, because the 5th one, it's the most overlooked and the most life-changing. Sign 1. You're drawn away from what you used to love. You used to chase it, the followers, the attention, the applause, and for a while, it felt good. But now, it feels hollow, like chewing gum that's lost its flavor. The parties don't hit the same. The praise doesn't satisfy. Even success feels shallow. You're not broken. You're being recalibrated. The Holy Spirit isn't just pulling you away from distraction. He's pulling you toward destiny. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. So if the things you once lived for now feel empty, maybe it's not you that changed. Maybe it's your spirit waking up. Sign 2. Your inner alarm is getting louder. You used to love these spaces, the laughs, the playlists, the people, but now something feels off. The jokes hit different. The conversations feel shallow. The vibe drains you instead of filling you. That's not anxiety. That's discernment. The Holy Spirit doesn't just speak in words. Sometimes he speaks in absence. When your peace leaves the room, that's him walking out first. John 16:13 says, "When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all truth." So if your spirit feels restless, don't ignore it. That's not paranoia. That's protection. Sometimes the nudge to leave is the Spirit pulling you towards something sacred. Sign 3. You keep facing the same hard situation. You keep asking God to stop the storm, but instead of peace, it loops. Different faces, same heartbreak. Different job, same pressure. Different season, same storm. And maybe that's not failure. Maybe that's formation. Because sometimes God doesn't rescue you from the waves. He teaches you to walk on them. 2 Corinthians 4:17 says, "Our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all." So what if the struggle isn't the enemy, but the classroom? God's not punishing you. He's preparing you for something bigger than the pain. Sign 4. You feel a heavy nudge you can't shake. That name that won't leave your heart. That dream you shelved, but it keeps whispering back. That person you feel called to forgive, call, or check on, but you never do. That's not a coincidence. That's not overthinking. That's the Holy Spirit. He doesn't shout, he stirs. He doesn't shove, he nudges. Acts 1:8 says, "You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you." But power doesn't always feel loud. Sometimes it feels like pressure that won't go away. If the pull hasn't left, maybe God hasn't either. So what are you still waiting for? Sign 5. You're being quietly set apart. You used to be invited to everything. Now, silence. Friends stop calling. The group chats go dry. You walk into rooms that once lit you up and feel invisible. And you wonder, what did I do wrong? But maybe it's not rejection. Maybe it's protection. 1 Peter 2:9 says, "You are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a people set apart." The Holy Spirit isn't exiling you. He's hiding you, not to punish, but to prepare. Because God doesn't build warriors in the spotlight. He builds them in secret. So if you're feeling left out, maybe you've just been handpicked for something greater. Maybe the Holy Spirit hasn't been silent. Maybe he's been guiding you this whole time, in whispers, in pauses,
in patterns. The question isn't if he's speaking. The question is, are you finally ready to listen? If something in your soul is stirring, don't brush it off. That tug, that ache, that's not coincidence. That's calling. If the Spirit stirred something in you today, don't let it pass. Drop the word guide in the comments and claim it, because your story might be the confirmation someone else has been praying for. And if this spoke to you, share it. Send it to someone who's been searching for direction in the dark. And subscribe, not just for more content, but for clarity, for community, for the courage to keep listening.